Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be discussing the first question which has been asked in 2021 practical exam for ISC students. So the first question says that a fascinating number is one which when multiplied by 2 and 3 and then after the results are concatenated with the original number, the new number contains all the digits from 1 to 9 exactly once. There can be any number of zeros which are to be ignored. For example, if we take the number as 273, the original number is multiplied with 2 and 3. Multiply 273 by 2, we get 546. Multiply it by 3, we get 819. So we have to concatenate the three numbers 273, 546 and 819, which contains all the digits from 1 to 9 exactly once. So 273 will be called as a fascinating number. Now we have to accept two positive integers m and n, where m must be less than n and the values of both m and n must be greater than 9 and less than 10,000. Display all fascinating numbers that are in the range between m and n and output them along with the frequency in the format given below. We have to test our program with this data and some random data as well. First example given here is if I take input as 100 and 500, the fascinating numbers will be 192, 219, 273 and 327. The frequency of fascinating numbers is 4. This is how the output should look like. Example 2 is if the input is 900 and 5000, then there are 8 fascinating numbers. The number should be displayed and the frequency. Another example is given over here. If m is 400 and n equals to 900, the fascinating numbers are nil and the frequency is 0. So let us have a look at the program. First we have to import the util class java.util.asterisk. Then the class name has to be written. I have given the class name as fascinating. Then public static void main string args, int f equals to 0, a flag variable has been taken, a scanner class object has been declared over here, then system.out.println, enter the value for m and n, which are entered by the user using the function next int of the scanner class. If m is greater than n, or m is less than 99, or m is greater than 10,000, or n is less than 99, or n is greater than 10,000, then it should display the message invalid input and should exit from the program. Otherwise, we go to the else part and it is going to print the fascinating numbers are. This is the message which is to be printed, and then we start with the for loop. For I equals to m, it goes till n, I plus plus. n2 and n3 are two variables declared in which we will be multiplying the value of I with 2 and 3. And a string variable s has been taken in which we are appending I with n2 and n3. So this is the whole number which is taken after concatenating I with n2 and n3. So in L we are storing string.length. Then we have declared a few character variables and few integer variables. Char ch, ch1, int j and c equals to 0. Now ch1 is a character variable. We are comparing ch1. We are starting ch1 in the for loop from 1 to 9 and appending it and incrementing it 1 each time. Here c equals to 0. We are counting the number of times the character 1 appears in the string. So for j loop is to extract one character at a time from the string. So we are starting the j loop from 0 and going till L. J equals to 0, j is less than L, j plus plus. Then ch will extract one character from the string s dot char at j. If ch equals to ch1, that means the first character, if it equals to 1, then counter is been incremented by 1. Counter becomes 1. If counter is not equal to 1, when we come out of this for loop, if we are going to check if counter is not equal to 1, if it is greater than 1, then break. Or if it is less than 1, then also break. That means if 1 is not present in the string, or it is present more than one time, then break. You don't have to print it. Okay. After that, If CH1 is greater than 9, we are going to check whether all the numbers are being checked or not. If they are checked, then f will be incremented by 1 and system.out.println I. That means the number is being printed, which is a fascinating number. If f is greater than 0, if f changes, that means it is not a fascinating number. Okay, then no more fascinating numbers are there. If f is greater than 0, then we come to system.out.println and we print the frequency of fascinating numbers which are being stored in f. This is how our program is being executed. Now I will show you the execution practically. Now let us do this question practically. I have copied the same program here. Let us do it one by one line at a time. Import java.util.asterisk. This is to be the first statement of our program. Then the class name has to be written here. Then the main function. When I type the whole program and I enter the numbers m and n, I first have to check whether they are incorrect entries or not. If they are incorrect entries, then invalid input message has to be printed. Otherwise, we have to start doing our program. Multiply the number I with 2 and I with 3 and store it in n2 and n3. And then we have declared a string type of variable in which we have concatenated the values of I, n2 and n3 and stored in a string type variable whose length is being stored in L here. Now ch1 is a character type variable, is a loop variable in which we will be starting with character 1 and going till 9. It is going to check for all characters 1 to 9 and count the number of ones in the string. If the number of ones is greater than 1 or less than 1, then it is not a fascinating number. If it is a fascinating number, then there is a variable f declared in the beginning here, which is 0, which will be counting the number of fascinating numbers. So what we are doing here, ch1 equals to 1, ch1 is less than equal to 9, ch1 plus plus, c equals to 0. It is counting the number of ones. Now this j loop is used to extract one character at a time from the string s. So ch equals to s dot char at j. If ch double equals to ch1, if this first character of the string equals to 1, then c will be incremented, the count will be incremented, and so on. So this is going to check for 1, the number of ones present in the string. If it is not equal to 1, then break from the outer for. If it is equal to 1, we move to the ch1 plus plus, that means we move to 2 now. Now we are going to start the count from 0 and all the characters of the string will be checked for 2. If this count is again greater than 1, then again break. If it is 1, then it will check for all the characters from 1 to 9. After this for loop is closing, this is the end of for loop, end of outer for. Once this for loop closes, then we are going to check if ch was greater than 9 or not. That means we have completed this outer for loop and ch1 becomes 10 now. When it becomes 10, then it will come out of this loop. If it is greater than 9, then f is incremented again one more time and we are going to print I. The value of I will be printed, that means it is a fascinating number. Only then it will complete the whole of the for loop. If f is greater than 0, then println and system.out.print frequency of fascinating numbers is f. It is going to print the number of fascinating numbers present in the range m and n. If f equals to 0, if f is not changed, then we are going to print nil and frequency of fascinating numbers here again as f. So this is how the program is being executed. Let me save it and I'll show you the output. First of all, we are going to write java c fascinating dot java. Then we are going to write java fascinating capital. Here also it was wrong. It should have been in capital letter F. I'm doing it again because there is a difference in small letter and capital letter. It is considered to be different. Java facility. Let me take the numbers as 100 and 500. See, the frequency is 4. It is correct. Run it again. 400 and 1000. Frequency is 0. That means our program is running properly. I hope you all must have understood this program. In the next video, I will be doing the next question which has been asked in the